What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy Ant for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully, you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign we saw was Saggy. So we're gonna go ahead and get it popping. But hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. How are you doing? I hope you guys are well. Of course, if you guys are interested in personal readings, products, and so much more, check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. First link in the description below. Personal readings are open, so if you guys want to get one this week, come on down. But everybody, welcome in. Hi, how is it going, guys? I said that really weird. I said hi. Hey, how's it going, guys? How is it going? Eclipse Chaser, what's poppin'? Fawn, what's poppin'? Hey, Itty. Hey, Madison, what's going on, guys? What's poppin', Lila? What is up, everybody? Hello, Ant. Hope you're all well, and hope all is well with everybody. Hope the same for you. Thank you so much for stopping on by. But all right, guys, without a further ado, jumping on in here to the Saggy. Let's see what's popping here for your next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for Team Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for the Saggy, please? Message is here for Team Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my Sagittarian peeps, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves 2 more shuffles, and we'll see what's going on with you guys. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Hey, Marlene, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what's going on here for your next 24. Starting out here with the overall energy, we do have here the Hangman. Taking a look here at the current energy for you, we do have the 7 of Pentacles. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have the 10 of Swords, and then taking a look here at the outcome for you, we do have here the Queen of Cups in the reverse position. So as far as what I'm feeling here for Sagittarians next 24, we start with the Hangman card all the way here to the 7 of Pentacles. Once again, you could be dealing with a Pisces here with that Hangman. Now, Hangman card is the card of stagnancy. 7 of Pentacles here is the card of investment. So it does kind of feel like there's been a certain stagnant energy when it comes towards making an investment. I feel like you've been holding out on making an investment here. Like, I feel like you've been preventing taking the action here to end something, you know, looking at what you're dealing with here, 10 of Swords. So Sag, it's like you've stopped yourself from ending something, but looking at the outcome here, Queen of Cups reversed, you're not necessarily fulfilled in your situation. So it's like, if you're not happy with something, you have every right to end it, but you're not taking action to do so. So I kind of feel like for you guys, the question here is, why are you holding on to something still, if it happens to be something that isn't particularly making you happy? You know, is it a relationship? Is it a job, your work? Is it a current situation that you're dealing with in life? It's like, is it a hobby? Who knows, right? I don't know nothing, right? I only know what I see. So at the end of the day, it's like, how do you figure out what is exactly going to make you happy in this current scenario? It's like, if you're unhappy with the situation, what's the point of holding on to it, you know? So with that all being said here, Sagittarius, I feel like going deep within the next 24 hours and really asking yourself this question is where you're going to find the answers. I mean, I've been here many times in my life personally where I'm like, yeah, I'm holding on to something that I'm not particularly happy with, so what's the reasoning behind it? And every time I ask myself that question, I kind of wonder to myself, I'm like, wait, is this a reason that serves me? Is this a reason that is valuable to me? No, not really. So with that being said, I let it go. So I think that if you're happy with something, it's great, hold on to it, have the best time you can. But Sagittarius, if you're unhappy with a certain situation here, then at the end of the day, I wouldn't continue to carry on with it. I would ask yourself, why am I holding on? And if it's not really a valid reason, then I would definitely let it on go. Okay? All right, Saggy. Appreciate you tuning in. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But thank you for coming out here nonetheless. Okay? All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we started out here with the fire. We're going to go ahead today and do fire, water, air, earth. Jumping on into our water, let's go ahead and have a look here at the Cancer gang. What do we got going on here, baby? Messages here for Team Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Cancer? Message is here for Team Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? Team Cancer, we're going to get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's popping with you, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Cancer, let's go ahead and take a look. Starting out here with the overall energy for you, we do have here the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with an earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Having a look at your current energy, we have here the Knight of Wands. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, we have here the 10 of Swords in reverse. And then taking a look here at the outcome for you is going to go ahead and be the 3 of Wands in the upright position. So you could be connecting here possibly with an earth sign, a fire sign, and also an air sign. Take that though if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Cancer, let's go ahead and get on into it, okay? So starting out here first and foremost with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse here paired with the Knight of Wands in the upright position. You know, I kind of get the feeling here right now where it's like, okay, I'm not facing a lot of stability right now, or a lot of stability isn't showing up in my life here at this time. So you're at this point in time where it's like, well, what do I do? You know, I definitely need to focus on gaining more security and gaining more stability. So I think you're kind of brainstorming in the next 24 hours, ideas of how to get to that point. What can I do right now from feeling like I have a lack of security in order to build more security in my life? For some of you, this could be emotional security. This could be financial security. This could be security within, you know, a relationship and things of that nature as well. So it's kind of like, how do I get from point A to point B? I feel a lack of security. So what can I do to get to where I want to go to feel more secure? Now, looking at what you're dealing with, Cancer, 10 of Wands in reverse, or 10 of Swords in reverse, sorry. It's a vibe here that's saying, the thing is though, Cancer, is if you want to get to a place where you feel more secure, you first and foremost have to let go of what maybe is causing a lack of security. And that right there, I think, is what gets a little bit tricky, because maybe what you're holding on to, you want to see it become more secure, but ultimately maybe it's just not feasible at this moment in time. And looking at the outcome, 3 of Wands, this entire situation is keeping you stuck, when what would help you out here would be letting go of a lack of security to go to somewhere next that would provide more. For example, let's say you're with a person who isn't very honest with you, a person who you feel like you can't trust. The more you stay in that relationship with somebody who you feel like you can't trust because they constantly lie to you, the more you're always going to feel insecure within the relationship. You're never going to feel like you're getting the story straight. You're never going to feel like the person you're dealing with is telling you the truth. And what's going to happen there is you're never going to feel secure in your relationship. You know, if somebody's always lying to you, would it be more better to try to work on that relationship with that person? Or would it be better to ultimately walk into a relationship with somebody you can trust? Now, don't get me wrong. If the person you're dealing with really works hard to build a trusting relationship with you, that's a different story. But if they keep on lying, is it worth staying somewhere with someone where you're not going to get what you want? Same thing with a job. Maybe you really want financial security here, but ultimately this job isn't giving you the money you need. Despite the fact of loving it, if you need to make ends meet, are you going to stay at a job that you know isn't going to bring in the cash you need in order to live? Or are you going to go ahead and move forward and find that job that will? So for the Cancers that are watching, I definitely feel like you're kind of at wit's end right now with the situation, because there's a part of you that wants to hold on to it because you love whatever it is, whether it's a person, whether it's a job, whatever. It's like you love what this is, but at the same time, if it's not benefiting you, you got to look in a different direction. So I kind of feel like that's the vibe here for you. So of course, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Cancer, if you choose not to do anything, you know, you're going to stay right here, 3 of Wands, waiting and waiting and waiting for something to change, but nothing can change if you're not changing your situation here. All right, Team Cancer, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you guys so much for coming out here nonetheless, okay? All right, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our water. We also did our fire to begin with. So fire, water, jumping into the air. Let's have a look here at the birthday peeps and see what's popping here for Gemini. All right, what do we got going on here for Team Gemini, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here for the zodiac sign of Team Gemini? Happy birthday to you guys, by the way. I hope you're enjoying your season and having yourselves a fantastic birthday. But what's popping here for the gems in the next 24 hours? Gemini, one last and final shuffle incoming here for you. And we'll see what's going on with you, baby. Hopefully all is well. Gemini, overall energy for you is going to be the Ace of Pentacles. You could be connecting here with a earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Having a look at your current energy, 10 of Pents in reverse. What you're dealing with here, 8 of Swords in the upright. And then looking at the outcome for you, 2 of Pentacles, in the upright position here as well. So I feel like there's an opportunity showing up here for you, Gemini, but I definitely get the feeling here where maybe you're worried about taking this opportunity because you are starting to wonder to yourself, is it all going to work out? You know, I kind of had this similar conversation with Cancer, and it's funny because Gemini and Cancer are very similar with one another, very close to each other in the seasons. And I had this conversation with Cancer where I said, when it comes to security, you have to be willing to get yourself into a secure place to create security. Now, in your perception, in your perspective, Gemini, your reading's about, well, I want to take an opportunity, but I'm worried if it's going to work out for me, if it's going to be secure, or if it's not going to work for me in general. And this is what creates anxiety. Eight of Swords. This is what creates the energy of overthinking, the energy of worry, and looking at the outcome here, you're kind of confused. Two of Pentacles. It's like, what do I do? A new opportunity is showing up in my life, but considering that I can't see the outcome of this opportunity, it freaks me out because what if it doesn't work out? What if it doesn't go in a good direction? And that's the thing about taking a gamble or taking opportunities in general. You may not always know what's on the other side, but always remember, you're never going to know what's on the other side unless you take the opportunity that's presented to you, point blank, period. You're never going to know what's on the other side unless you take the opportunity that's presented to you. So at the end of the day, for anybody out here who's watching, you know, if you want to know what's on the other side, you got to go for it. You know, I never necessarily knew where I'd end up taking the chance of doing tarot on YouTube, especially taking it as far as I have for the past 5 years. You know, if I didn't take that chance, I would have never known what the next 5 years had ahead for me, you know, going forward into the future. And it doesn't matter, despite being a tarot reader, predicting my future and things of that nature, right? It didn't matter if I looked into it or not. I still had no idea what I was in for. So I had to take the opportunity to experience it. Yeah, is there definitely a chance it may not work? Sure. Whatever your opportunity is, whether it's romantic, whether it's work and career, whether it's a personal opportunity to go do something or travel somewhere, yeah, maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't, but it's better to go for it and see what happens than to always ponder on the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, or what would have happened if I did this or that. It's always better to get the actual answer of what's on the other side than to sit around and wonder. So Geminis, I say action is the best thing for you to take here at this time. I would go for it and figure it all out along the way. Okay? All right, Team Gemini, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our lovely air signs. Thank you for stopping by. Really, really appreciate it. Hopping on into our earth signs now. Let's have a look here at the Bull Gang, and we'll see what's going on here for Team Taurus. All right, so what do we got showing up here for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. There we go. For some reason, I was going to say 22. What do we got going on here, please, for the zodiac of Team Taurus, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? Team Taurus, I want to get you 2 more shuffles, and then we'll see what's going on. Hopefully, we'll be looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. All right, Team Taurus. Starting out here with the overall energy for you, we do have here the Magician in reverse. Having a look here at your current energy, we're looking at the 8 of Wands, what you're dealing with. We have here the 6 of Pentacles, and then looking at the outcome here for Team Taurus is going to go ahead and be the 2 of Pentacles in the upright position. So, Bull Gang, starting out here with the overall energy to the current, this is the Magician to the 8 of Wands in the upright. Now, Magician's in reverse here. Magician reverse represents that you're in a space and time right now where you're not really showing up in a current situation. You're not really in a space and time where you want to be somewhere. So I'm almost feeling, Taurus, like you don't want to be where you are. Looking at what your current energy is, 8 of Wands, you want to travel, you want to move your energy elsewhere. But when I look at what you're dealing with here being the 6 of Pentacles, I keep getting the feeling here of somebody being persistent, thinking that you would be a good fit. For example, this could be a job who's constantly kind of heckling you, saying, hey, come work for us. This could be a person saying, hey, I think we'd be great together. Let's be together. This could be a persistent family member wanting something from you, but I'm feeling this energy of persistence, and it's definitely tedious, Taurus, because Magician reversed, 8 of Wands here. You're like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to deal with this situation, right? But somebody here kind of keeps on coming at you and being persistent, and looking at the outcome here, Taurus, 2 of Pentacles, you're confused because it's like, I don't want to tell somebody no and let them down, but at the end of the day, that's why we were born with the power of saying no, point blank, period. A lot of people think that if they tell somebody no, they're going to come off as disrespectful, rude, they're going to let somebody else down. I want you guys to know that the power of no exists for a reason, because if you don't want to fucking do something, you don't have to. Period. Let other people get pissed. Let other people get upset. Let other people be like, no, really? Yeah, because at the end of the day, if you don't want to do something, you don't have to. And the people who are persistent, and especially being persistent after clearly seeing somebody isn't interested, at the end of the day, you're not helping yourself either. So for any Taurians who are watching, I kind of get that feeling here where somebody here won't let you live something down, or somebody here's up your butt about something, and I can tell off your vibe. You are uninterested. So state that very clearly. And if the person you're dealing with can't take no, it is what it is, because you don't have to do something you don't want to do. Point blank, motherfucking period. We were born with the power to say yes, but we were also born with the power to say no, and I definitely urge you to speak up and speak your truth. So for any Taurians here that resonate with this, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you guys for coming out here nonetheless, you know? I used to be a person who always felt bad for saying no. That's why as a Cancer, growing up really young, I used to be like a massive people pleaser. I would constantly always say yes to things, even if it didn't make me happy. Like I would just be there to help people out because I didn't want them to feel bad. But ultimately, I came to a point where I was like, that's not putting me in a good position either. You know, doing something I don't fucking like doesn't put me in a good position. And especially if it's something that I'm uncomfortable with and I say yes because I feel bad, that's an issue and that's a problem. And that is where people had plenty of room to take advantage of me when I was a lot younger. So that's what I had to change personally. And I think that enforcing the power of no is so powerful because it allows people to learn to respect your boundaries. Point blank, period. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our first batch of zodiacs here for the daily read. We're going to hop into our second batch in just a bit. But for the 121 peeps out here, thank you for coming out. If you can drop a like, that'd be sweet. Really appreciate you guys spending time with me. And I hope your day is going well. All right. Hey, April, how's it going? Michaela, what's poppin'? How are you? Thank you for stopping by and tuning in. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys are having a great and fantastic day here so far. By the way, guys, I do want to mention real quick, too, in reference to the signs, please do be patient with me, guys. I would really appreciate it. I'm going to get to your zodiac sign as quickly as I can. They are random all the time, except for the first sign I see. So with that being said, when it comes to you wanting to get your reading, if you don't have time, you can always come back later and watch the timestamps, or click the timestamps to watch your read. But at the end of the day, I will get to your sign when I get to it. So please be patient. I appreciate that. And also, I do see occasionally people who tell me that the first sign I saw isn't the first sign, but I want you guys to remember, I have the chat right here and you see it in the beginning of every video. So considering that I do the live stream, when the first sign comes in, I'm the first person to see it. You will probably see your own message as the first message, but I will see the very first message in the chat. So the first sign that comes out is always going to be the first sign. It's not going to be what pops up on your screen. Okay. All right, though, guys, let's go ahead and get back into it. We're going to jump back into our fire. So jumping into the fire signs, let's have a look here at the lovely and amazing Ram fam. What's going on here for Team Aries, baby? Messages here for the Aries. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for Team Ram fam? Messages here for Team Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus zodiac in the next 24 hours. All right, Ram fam, what's going on here with you? We're going to go ahead and get this last and final shuffle. And we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully we're looking at some awesome stuff. Aries, overall energy for you is going to be the King of Swords in reverse. Taking a look here at your current energy, we have here the Queen of Swords. What you're dealing with, we got the Four Cups in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for the Ram fam, Seven of Swords in the reverse position coming up here for you guys as well. So let's go ahead and talk about it. King of Swords reversed here to the Queen of Swords upright. I think that if you've kind of been in a space where it's been pretty difficult to express yourself or let somebody know how you feel, I think that the next 24 hours is going to be a pretty motivating time for you to definitely open up here at this moment in time. I do see with the Queen of Swords, it's like, okay, I haven't really spoken up, but now I'm speaking up. Looking at what you're dealing with here, Four Cups reversed. It's interesting though, Aries, because when you finally want to speak up and speak your truth, somebody here doesn't want to listen. Okay? So when you keep everything to yourself, somebody here is pleased and happy, but when you speak your truth, they don't want to hear it. I've been around people like that before. Is it fun? Not really. Looking at the outcome here, Seven of Swords reversed, I'm hearing that you're dodging a bullet here. It's like at the end of the day, if somebody here isn't willing to listen to me and listen to me speak my truth, but I can sit here and listen to them speak their truth all damn day long, then it's not necessarily fair. You know, this is a person who wants to hear only what it is they want to hear, but they also don't want to hear the truth. So I feel like for you, Aries, you're kind of coming to the realization here that maybe it isn't worth connecting with somebody here, especially if they can't listen to how you truly feel. You know, it's kind of that vibe where I'm getting the feeling of somebody who only wants to hear what they want to hear and only wants what it is they want. And it's kind of a vibe of somebody who's like only about them. And you're at that point where it's like, well, that's not fair, you know? So with that all being said here for you, I think you've came from a point where you've kind of kept yourself recluse a little bit around this person. You've given them what they want for a little bit of time. You haven't really spoken out against them, but now it's like, fuck that. Like, I'm going to speak my truth. And if you don't like it, well, it is what it is. You don't have to be here. Point blank, period. All right. So Aries, that's what I got showing up here for you. Of course, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you for coming out here nonetheless. It's like, I don't want to be around somebody who I feel like I can't be myself when I'm around them. And I don't want to be around somebody who I can't be honest with, because that's not fair to me either. All right. All right, Team Ram fam, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but appreciate you guys coming out here nonetheless. Okay. All right, guys. So we did our fire. We're jumping and diving back on into our water, going into the water signs. Let's have a look here at the Scorpio. What's going to be popping here for Team Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for the zodiac sign of Scorps? Messages here for Team Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Scorpio, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Scorpio, overall energy for you is the Six of Pentacles. Taking a look here at your current energy, we got here the Nine of Cups. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have here the Five of Wands in reverse, and then taking a look here at the outcome here for you is going to be the Moon card in the upright position. So Scorpios, let's see what's going on here with you. You could be connecting with the Pisces, as we have here the Moon card showing up at this time. Now, looking at the Six of Pentacles to the Nine of Cups, I do feel like right now you're feeling pretty good with someone. It does seem to me like this is the vibe where things have certainly turned around. There's been a 180. I kind of feel like Scorpio, Five of Wands in the reverse showing up here. There hasn't been drama. There hasn't been conflict. You and someone are in a good space. Six of Pentacles, mutually, you both feel really happy right now with one another. Looking at the outcome here, the Moon kind of looks like a heart-to-heart conversation incoming for you guys. So I think that Scorpio, you know, if it's been a little bit hectic between you and someone, if it's been a little bit of a rough time, I feel like you're coming to the point where you're having a heart-to-heart conversation, and that heart-to-heart conversation resolves any sort of conflict that the two of you have been dealing with. Now you're on the same page here with the Six of Pentacles, and everything here feels lovely with the Nine of Cups showing up here as well for you. So Scorps, if there's been any sort of animosity, any sort of weird vibes, or anything of that nature between you and somebody else, things are most certainly coming to a very good, positive renewal, if you will, due to a heart-to-heart conversation being had. So I like that, guys. I definitely want to say, if you're a Scorpio watching and you're kind of in a weird place with someone, it would be probably a good idea to reach out to them to see how they are, to have that heart-to-heart conversation with them. I think that it would go in a really good direction. If you've been thinking about having a heart-to-heart conversation with somebody, I would say this is confirmation to do it, because it looks like it brings forward a really positive return. I like it, guys. So getting to a more balanced place with somebody, you and somebody getting on a good page, on good terms, and letting go of anything that's been creating a little bit of a ruckus or a kerfuffle between the two of you. I like it. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, Team Scorpio, thank you for stopping on by. All right, guys, we did the water, we did the fire, hopping on into the air. Aquarius, Aqua, baby. Let's see what's going on here for you. What do we got going on here for Team Aqua? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Michaela said, thank you, Ant. There's been a few messages in the reading that you hit for me personally. You are so on point and so appreciated. I smashed that like button. Everybody show some love. Thank you. I appreciate it, Michaela. As always, more than happy to help. Thank you for your love and support. It really means a lot with me, okay? Or a lot for me. Thank you. All right, what do we got going on here for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Team Aqua, let's get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you. I don't know why, like I feel like a vibe. Are you going to a club tonight, Aquarius? I don't know what it is, man. Like I just felt like a vibe, like you're vibing out to some good music. All right, maybe you're at the club, maybe you're having fun, maybe you're vibing in your car. I don't know, but it just feels like a vibe, okay, is what I'm feeling for you. Looking at the overall energy, the Chariot. Hello, looking at the current energy for you. Nine of Wands, looking at what you're dealing with here. Three of Wands in reverse, looking at the outcome. We got the Hermit in reverse showing up here as well. I get the feeling here that you're conquering something. That's what I'm hearing for Aquarius. You know, starting out here with the Chariot, that is the energy of moving forward on your path. Nine of Wands, that's the energy of being hesitant or worried. But what's happening here for you is I feel like you're conquering a fear. Like if you've had a fear of doing something, if you've had a fear of moving forward, if you've had a fear of applying for a job, if you had a fear of telling someone you like them, whatever it is, there's a fear being conquered here in the next 24 hours. And you're so happy about it. I mean, looking at what you're dealing with, Three of Wands reverse, it's like, fuck it, I'm done wasting time. I'm going to go ahead and go for what it is I want. And looking at the outcome here for you, Hermit reversed, you're coming out of the dark and you're going for something here, Aquarius. So I kind of get that feeling where it's like, if you were worried about something, if you were fearful about something, you are conquering your fear. Maybe some of you guys are scared of going, what's it called? Like skydiving or some shit in the next 24 hours. Maybe you say, fuck it, let's do it, right? Maybe some of you guys were scared to take the next step in a relationship, but you're finally doing it. Maybe you were scared to apply to a certain job, but now you're going for it, right? So I like this energy for you. When you conquer fears, they become increasingly easier to do them over and over and over again. I used to have a really massive fear of speaking to people, not even just in public, but on the internet too. I used to be very scared to get out and do a live stream and chat with 161 people. Shit, back in the day, my live streams used to have 1,000 people in the fucking chat. And guys, I used to be horrified, believe it or not. You didn't see it on my face, but I was scared shitless to communicate to all those people. And at the end of the day, y'all, you know, after repetition of facing my fear over and over and over again, it became increasingly easy, like it was second nature. And I feel like that's what's happening here for you, Aquarius. You're breaking the barrier of fear. And the more repetition you involve yourself in constantly doing this thing that scares you over and over again, you will break out of that energy of fear and it will become second nature for you as well. So keep it up. I like it, guys. I really do. All right, Aquarius, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. I appreciate you guys coming out here nonetheless, okay? All right, y'all. So we did our air, we did our water, and we did our fire. We're going to hop on into the earth signs now in just a sec. But everybody, thank you guys so much for coming out here today. I hope you're enjoying your day here so far. I hope you're having a great time here out at the daily reading. I did want to mention for a second, y'all, I uploaded Libra as well as Aquarius for mid-June 2023. So if you are a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, check out your mid-June reading. It's all uploaded on my channel. You're welcome, protagonist. I'm glad that you liked it. Really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. And how are you? I hope you're doing great too. Thank you so much for asking. All right, though, guys, getting back on into our Earth, let's have a look here at the lovely and amazing Virgo gang. What's going on for the Virgo, baby? Messages for Team Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for Team Virgo? Messages here for Team Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my Virgo peeps, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you, man. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Virgo, overall energy is the Empress. Having a look here at the current energy for you, we got here the Three of Swords in reverse, what you're dealing with, Temperance in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for you, the World in the reverse position as well. So Virgos, let's see what's in store here for you. Now, we start out here with the Empress to the Three of Swords in reverse. Definitely want to say here for you, it does look like an incredibly healing energy is coming towards you guys in the next 24 hours. I mean, looking at what you've been dealing with, Temperance reversed, you might have been feeling for the past couple days kind of emotionally all over the place. And I definitely feel like tomorrow is going to be a day where the grounding really starts to begin for you. So if you felt like emotionally you've kind of been here, there, and everywhere, moving into your next 24 hours, it does feel to me like you're starting to finally feel more grounded, more centered, and it's a good feeling of relief coming in here for you guys as well. So I really like that, you know, looking at what you're dealing with, or sorry, looking at the outcome here for you, World in reverse. Yeah, I get the feeling here like there's definitely some things I think you still need to work through, which have been causing you to feel uneasy. There's definitely still some stuff you got to work through that have been causing you to feel kind of emotionally all over the place, but I'm happy to say that moving into the next 24 hours, you're starting to feel more grounded to the point where it's like, okay, I can be centered, I can be neutral, I can take a look and observe what's been making me feel so emotionally out of whack, and now that I can identify what it's been that's been making me feel this way, I can take the time out to work on it so that I can feel better while I'm in this very grounded and neutral energy. So Virgos, I like that. You're going to be very observant relevant in the next 24 hours. You're going to figure out what's kind of been going on. That's been this emotional roller coaster you've been experiencing. And you're going to start to take action to work on that, which is really awesome. So I like that, guys. Of course, do take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Virgo, thank you guys so much for coming out here nonetheless, okay? All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our second batch of zodiac signs here for the daily read. If I can find Virgo, there we go. We finished up our second batch for the daily read here today. We're now going to hop on into the last and official batch for the daily, going back into the fire. Team Leo, what's popping with you, baby? Let's see what's going on here for our Lion gang. What do we got showing up here for the Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Leo? Message is coming in here for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Leo, we're going to get this last and final shuffle. And we'll see what we got going on here, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Leo, overall energy is you, but we got the sun in reverse. So it is Leo energy, but we're showing up here in the reverse, looking at the current energy for Leo. 4 of Wands in reverse, what you're dealing with, Page of Wands upright, and then the outcome for Team Leo is going to go ahead and be the 2 of Wands in the upright position as well. So for your next 24 hours, let's go ahead and talk about it. We start with the sun in reverse, paired here with the 4 of Wands in the reverse position as well. I think something that's going on within a personal relationship or a personal environment of yours is what's bumming you out here at this time. 4 of Wands reversed usually represents instability. It could be about not being on the same page with somebody. It also could be about feeling like doors in your life aren't opening for you. 4 of Wands upright sometimes can be a card that represents doors opening up. And if it's in the reverse, it can kind of feel like nothing is coming in for you or nothing is opening up for you here at this time. So that might be what's bumming you out a little bit. I do see, though, that for some of you, 4 of Wands reverse could just be representing that maybe an environment you're dealing with isn't going in the best direction right now, and that's kind of upsetting you. You know, Page of Wands, this is something you care about. This is something you're invested in. So if this is an environment, you want to see it thrive and succeed. If it's a person, you want to be on good terms with them. You know, at the end of the day, whatever this case may be for you, it's like, I have an interest in what this is, and I'm kind of just bummed right now that things don't seem to be going all that well. Looking at the outcome here, 2 of Wands, you know, you're wondering to yourself, what do I do when I care about something, but it doesn't feel like it's going in the right direction? And it's like, listen, sometimes not everything works out the way we want it to. Sometimes it takes time for shit to change and for shit to get better. And it takes work, it takes faith, it takes practice, it takes investment. You know, there is always going to be rough times with whatever it is we love, whether that's a person, whether it's your job, whether it's anything. So I think you're at this point right now, Leo, where you're bummed because it's like, I feel like something should be doing so much more better than it is. And I think that in this case, give it time. In this case, keep working at it. In this case, if you're interested and if you're happy and if you love what it is you have in front of you, keep on putting the work in, because hard work sincerely pays off. And you know what? Nothing is going to be perfect forever. Nothing's going to be great and amazing forever. Sometimes challenges arise, and you have to be willing to get through those challenges so that you can meet the sun. Okay? All right, Team Leo, keep that in mind, guys. Trust me, what I do here on YouTube may seem like sunshine and rainbows, but it's not always that. Sometimes it could be really rough. Sometimes it can be really intense, you know, on a mental, spiritual, and physical level. You know, I try to mix spiritual and physical into one word and said spiritual. But at the end of the day, guys, it can be really rough what I do, right? It's not always perfect. It's not always amazing, but I think that's what's so enjoyable about what I do, because I'm ready to take up the challenge nonetheless. Okay, so Leos, take up that challenge. If you love something, if you care about something, it might not be in the most perfect spot right now, but keep working towards it, because things most certainly can change. A lot of people tend to worry, as I smack my microphone, a lot of people tend to worry about things going wrong. What about focusing on how things can go right? A lot of people shift their focus on how this can go wrong, that can go wrong. Why don't we put the focus on how this can go right, how this can go amazing? Because good shit really can happen. Positive change can really occur, but we have to be willing to look at that too. You know? All right, Team Leo. I love you guys. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you for coming on out, okay? All right, everybody. All the fire is done. We're jumping back on into the water. So, hopping on into the water signs. What do we got going on here for the Pisces? Let's see what's popping here for the fish, okay? Messages here for Team Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Pisces? Messages here for Piscean, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my Pisces. I can't speak today. I almost said my Pisces. Oh, my Lord. All right, my Pisces. Let's get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with the fish. Hopefully, the fish are doing well. Thank you, Marlene, and thank you, Protagonist. I appreciate that. I love this hat too, guys. I wear it everywhere. That's how you'll probably find me. If you ever see somebody wearing this hat with the bushy hair and a black shirt, you know it's me, okay? This is like my favorite hat ever. Either way, Pisces, hopping on into it. Let's see what's up. Overall energy for you is going to be the Hermit. Taking a look here at the current energy, we got the 10 of Wands. What you're dealing with, Pisces, we have here the 4 Cups in reverse. And then looking at the outcome for Piscean, we have here the 2 of Wands in the upright position as well. So Pisces, let's see what's going on here for you. Starting out here with the overall energy to the current, Hermit card here to the 10 of Wands in the upright. I do feel like right now you're kind of isolating a little bit. I think you feel like there's a lot going on right now. 10 of Wands is heavy. It could be burdens. It could be things bothering you. It could be maybe you feel like you have a couple things going wrong. So I feel like right now you're kind of isolated from everybody. You're kind of curled up in a ball right now. It's like, you know, life's just rough and hard. I don't want to be around anybody, right? Looking at what you're dealing with here, 4 Cups reversed. It's like, I'm trying to not ignore what I need to face and what I need to deal with, but I feel like I genuinely need a fucking break. Looking at the outcome for you, Pisces, 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands happens to be the card that represents feeling confused on what do I do, where do I go, what comes next. So Pisces, if you're feeling really overwhelmed, if you're feeling like life is hitting you with a lot of different challenges, a lot of different problems, and you just want to curl up into a ball and ignore reality for a little bit, let me tell you, sometimes it's okay to do that. When it becomes too much, when it becomes too intense, when there's too much happening and you need some space and you need some air, give yourself time to reset. But when you come back, here's what I'm going to tell you to do. Stop trying to take on the world all at once, because you never will. To anyone watching, do not try to take the world on all at once. Do not try to take all the problems you're dealing with on all at once. You never will be able to balance it. You never will be able to do it. But at the end of the day, if you take it one step and one day at a time, that is going to make all the difference here in your life. So Pisces, I want to say, if you need a break, take the fucking break. All right, enjoy yourself, take a step back, breathe for a little bit, and then come back with a strong mentality, a strong morale, and get things done one step at a time. Solve each problem, one problem at a time. Take it real slow, take it real easy, and you got it, okay? Do not furthermore overwhelm yourself. So instead of feeling confused of what to do next, there's your answer. Take your break that you need, get a mental reset, and come back fresh and knock out everything that's burdening you here one step at a time. You got this. I believe in you, and I love you. All right, Pisces, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So guys, all the water's done. All of the fire is done. We're going to move into the air signs in just a sec, okay? Thank you guys for coming out here today. Really means a lot. Always, I know I say it a lot. I might be annoying, but I really love all of you and appreciate all of you. So thank you for stopping by with me here today. Jocelyn, how's it going? How are you? I hope you're well. Thank you for stopping by. Haven't seen you in a bit, so I hope you're doing great. All right, guys. Hopping into the air side now, we're going to go ahead and have a look here at the Libra gang. What's going on here, baby? Messages here for Team Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Singing Rockstar Tarot said, that's true. Thank you for the message, Aunt. I don't have Pisces in my chart, but this resonates with you. Well, I'm happy to hear that for you. Yeah, messages certainly can resonate to people, like even if it's not your actual zodiac sign. But keep in mind, right, too, that zodiac, like Pisces, for example, you might not be a Pisces sun, but you might have Pisces somewhere in your chart. So messages can also resonate with random different types of placements in your chart too, okay? All right, though, what do we got going on here for the zodiac of Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Libra, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves this last and final shuffle. And we'll see what's going on with you, baby. Hopefully all is well. Libra, overall energy here is the 5 of Swords. Taking a look here at the current energy for you, 8 of Pence in reverse. What you're dealing with, we got here the 4 of Swords in reverse. And then looking at the outcome, guys, we have here the Queen of Wands in the upright position. So Team Libra, what is going on here for you? Well, we start out here with the Five of Swords, and then we move into the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm kind of getting the feeling here that you're frustrated working on something. I don't feel like you want to particularly work on it anymore. Looking at what you're dealing with here, Four Swords in reverse. Yeah, I think you're noticing that a cycle is becoming repetitive, where you feel like you have to do everything, where you feel like you have to do all the work, you feel like you have to put in all the effort, and at the end of the day, it's frustrating you because it takes two to motherfucking tango. Takes two people to tango. If you're the only one dancing, you're not doing the tango. Okay? You're dancing with a ghost. It looks weird. It looks funny, right? So with that all being said here for you, Libra, it's like, what the fuck? I'm very tired of doing all the work here. And it is very frustrating for you. And I think what's happening here is that you're getting to the point where you've kind of bit your tongue for so long of maybe picking up the work for another person or doing everything yourself that you're going to get to that point in the next 24, Queen of Wands, where you're going to start getting expressive and you're going to start speaking your truth and you're going to start expressing yourself saying, listen, this isn't fair. This isn't what I want. And something's got to change. You know, this can be in resonance to your relationship, your romantic one, your friendships, you know, a situation with a roommate. Maybe a roommate isn't paying half the rent and you're paying like 85 and they only give you a little bit left over, right? So it's unfair. That might be a situation some of you are dealing with here too, but there's a lack of equality. You know, there's a lack of equal give and take. And from your perspective, I feel like you're not putting up with it anymore. You know, you bit your tongue for so long and it's like, listen, it's time for somebody else here to step up. So Libra, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But I agree with you all the way. It takes two to tango. You can't be the only one dancing. All right. All right, Libra, let's keep it popping, pushing and moving forward. Thank you for coming on out. By the way, Lila, thank you so much for being a member for over 3 months. Really appreciate that. You said you're absolutely amazing and I appreciate you. I appreciate you too, my love. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that comment. Okay. All right, guys. So we're hopping on into our last and final zodiac. We're jumping back into the earth signs, going into the earth, Capricorn. How are we doing? I hope we're doing well. Let's see what's going on here for you. What do we got showing up here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got going on here for the zodiac sign of Team Cappy? Messages here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Capricorn, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves 2 more shuffles over here, and we'll see what's up with you. Hopefully all is well. Oh, thank you so much, Fawn. Really appreciate the $2 donation. Thank you. You said you're feeling that way with all relationships. Gotcha. You know, it's a tough time, but make sure, you know, that you get what it is you put in, right? At the end of the day. All right, Team Cappy, we're getting this last shuffle, and we're seeing what's going on here with you. Capricorn, overall energy here is a 5 of Wands. Oh boy, having a look here at the current energy, we got the High Priestess, what you're dealing with. We have here the Knight of Cups in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for you, Ace of Pence in reverse showing up as well. I don't particularly feel like the 5 of Wands is all that bad in this retrospect, Capricorn. I'm kind of getting the feeling here where it's like it's been intense, but it's not necessarily a bad intense. It's one of those intense moments where it's like, okay, a lot is happening. It's been intense, but ultimately, you know, you're putting in a lot of work. I mean, having a look at the current energy for you, the High Priestess here represents that right now you're doing what you feel you're intuitively guided to do. So if that is about putting in a lot of work into your personal life, putting in a lot of work into your career, putting a lot of work into a spiritual mission, it's like, despite how intense things may be, I'm out here putting in the work because I'm doing something I want to do. So I feel like it's been an intense time for Capricorn, but Capricorns can thrive through intensity. They can thrive through hard work because at the end of the day, you have a goal that you want to meet. And if you're working towards that goal, you're happy. So Capricorns, I'm getting that feeling here right now where it's like, listen, I may be going through a bit of an intense time. It may be a little bit rough, but I am working towards something. You know, looking at what you're dealing with here, Knight of Cups reversed. I do get the feeling though, Capricorn, that despite how intense it's been, you haven't necessarily given yourself much of a break. And I do feel like a break is important here, Capricorn. So for any of you that are watching, let's say, for example, you really love your job, you're working your ass off, make sure you're incorporating breaks and giving yourself resets. You don't want to burn yourself out. If you're at a point in time in your life where you're working on yourself, maybe you're hitting the gym every day, you're working on that summer body. You know, if you're at a point in time where it's like, okay, I feel horrible because of how much I've been exercising lately, give yourself a rest so that you can recuperate yourself. You know, looking at the outcome, Capricorn, Ace of Pence in reverse. what I want to say here for you is that you will most certainly meet the goal that you wish to meet, but if you are meeting your goal and burning yourself out in the process, it's going to take a lot longer to get there than you can imagine. That's why the Ace of Pentacles is in reverse, because Capricorns, I do feel like some of you are moving closer to a burnout than moving closer to your goal. You get what I'm saying, right? If you work too hard, you can overwork yourself. And whether this work is about career, whether it's about a personal transformation, whether it's about a relationship, the more you keep putting work in and you're not giving yourself time to rejuvenate, giving yourself a break, you're going to push yourself to a limit where you're going to get closer to a burnout than to meet the goal you're looking for. So Capricorns, don't be afraid to pace yourself, and don't be afraid to slow down is what I want to say here to you guys at this time, okay? All right, though, Cappy, with that all being said, thank you for tuning in. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but appreciate you guys coming out here nonetheless. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving motherfucking forward. Guys, thank you all so much for coming out here to today's daily reading. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys had fun here today. For the 147 peeps that are all here with me, if you can drop a like, that'd be awesome. Thanks for spending time with me. I do want to mention, everybody, for today, I uploaded Aquarius as well as Libra for mid-June 2023. So if you're a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, just know all the air signs, your mid-June videos are up. So if you haven't seen them, check them out. Coming up tomorrow is going to be water signs. So Cancer, I'll be getting your video out, in Pisces as well. So keep that in mind. Water signs, I'll be uploading you guys for mid-June tomorrow. So stay tuned. Of course, guys, personal readings are open if you want to get a personal reading with me this week. First link in the description below to my website. Feel free to give it a check out. I'd be happy to go ahead and meet you guys over there. All right. Thank you, everybody, for those of you that sent in donations. I appreciate that. Really helps out a lot more than you know. So for anybody who's donated, thank you so much. For all my members, thank you so much. You guys really help out a lot more than you know. So thank you for blessing me, my friends. Okay. But guys, have a great Tuesday. Have an amazing day. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm going to catch everybody in the next video. All right. All right, guys. Much love. And have yourselves a good one. Later, everybody. Peace.